Question like what is music, and if a universe can be found in the details, then maybe music can be in everything. So we were wondering, it's like you're walking to work, you're stomping, you drop your bag, you miss your cab, the fucks, the shits, and then you like realize that you're live. And
that's why we search to create something that we can capture the thing, and we created Your Life. And the Your Life is a spot where I have a speaker and a microphone, and these speakers or the phone are all connected together. The spots are over the quarter and going through the WK website.
Yeah, so once you've had this sort of community jam session, it will be recorded and sent to the website. Now the website can have sort of much more things on, but it's more about this idea of involving the community. And you say you're like a family, but also you're probably a family with Shoreditch as well. There's so many people that come here all the time, and so it kind of involving them a bit more. But people can log onto the website and listen to these sort of bands, and you can listen to the music of Shoreditch.
So the way it's going to work is there'll be like these little microphone booths, a bit like photo booths, like dotted all around the area, and you'll kind of just be walking to work. You sort of see this little booth with a microphone. Have a look in. You can hear this strange little noise. It could be like the traffic, like the other side of like the community. So put your head in. And there's a little invitation there to like make your own sound along with it. So you can hear all these other little booths. So you might sort of listen. Alright, I just do that one. And then something else can hear what you're doing. Everyone can hear it. Then that's all being recorded while you're doing it, going to this sort of database thing. And then you're invited to like text the database, where you are and what time you're there.
And then from there you get another text saying you're playing live at 1K on August the 15th for the opening act for the hours. And you think, okay, you go down the concert and they play all these combined music tracks that you've done in this booth situation, and you're the first act out there. So it'd be like now for the live act for tonight we've got Singapore's act, Big Bob York, Kicking Ass Cal, Echo Ed and Greg, yeah! And then like when the hours, the second band come up, which is the hours for a single artist, and like next day probably say, well, what did you do last night, Greg? Well, actually I played live at a concert last night for the hours. Well, they're a fucking great band, mate. You should go and get my album. And like word of mouth spreads across, and then you've got the MySpace thing, because like you can plug that and the band's there, and based on how they hand out CDs kind of thing. Like it could be a weekly thing, like just get this whole situation going that everyone is involved, like just music kind of thing.
We really wanted to, just to conclude, we really wanted to sort of blur the edges between like the digital world and analog, and really sort of challenge community and get them involved, and ask the question. I mean, really sort of get down to what is music and how they can make a difference, and how to spark community to get that back and feed it, back to White Identity, back to the site, back to the stage, and
That's it, yeah.